dumb house. But I'm building a house, and I'm living in L.A. in a rental house.
Was she design the house with you?
It was kind of almost, it was in the works and happening, but kind of before we did this, so.
She's going to want to change things. You know
care.
that. You don't care.
She's so, listen, she's so mellow and cool.
Maybe I have to meet her.
You do. I wish she could. She stayed in bed, but I would have loved. I told you though, my deal with coming here and ever bringing another woman here ever again.
Why? We had a great time when we met your other girlfriend.
My several girlfriends that I broke up with shortly after.
So what?
It's a curse. They don't sit on that fucking couch. They're gone.
Don't play my couch for your breakup.
I am not losing my fiance over this show.
So now, when you decide to get married, you are a very wealthy man. You Maroon 5 made a lot of money. You've made a lot of money from The Voice. Your career is hotter than ever. Moves like Jagger alone could have kept you going for years.
That song.
That's unbelievable, right?
That was an unbelievable moment in our career.
Did you expect that song to be as big as it was?
Yeah. I have a real funny story about that song, actually, if you would like to hear it.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, man, this was so funny. So we had a single out at the time, and it wasn't doing well at all.
Right.
And it was our third record. Our third record was out. You know, we were doing fine. I mean, our band was never like in the shit in the toilet. It was just like we were kind of coasting a little bit. The show happened.
I remember, yeah.
The show happened. Everything got crazy, and then we wanted to put out this song, and we had never done a collaboration with an outside writer. So we had written every word ourselves, every note. There were a band, and bands are super weird about that too. Yeah. They're like, oh, if it's not all us, then. So these guys had this song, and they played it for us. And no one would touch this song. It's called fucking Moves Like Jagger. I mean, like, just the song itself and what it said was so bold, and nobody wanted to touch it.
I would imagine when you're in the studio and you got to sing a song like that, you're kind of like, this is either could be really a fucking joke, or it could turn out great.
It's a fine line between that whole thing.
It could have been really goofed on.
Especially for our band, who we'd never done anything like it before. So we found the song. You know, I wrote with these guys. Kind of the lyrics were pretty weird, so we changed some of the words. Blah blah blah.
But it was always
the Moves Like Jagger was there. Yeah.
Okay.
That was pre-existing, and so we had this song. I was like, man, this song is like a super duper massive smash. I knew it. I knew it the second I heard it.
Wow.
And so our label, we have this. You know, the machine's working for this song. The song that we had released already is tanking miserably, and I'm on The Voice. It's the first season of The Voice, and so Mark Burnett, my car broke down, and Mark Burnett,
the producer of The Voice,
he gave me a ride home. I was like, and so we were in the car, and I had my phone on me, and I was like, dude, you got to hear this song. I think it's a smash. It's controversial, and our label doesn't want to release it. Or just their label really didn't want to release it because they already had another song that they were pushing.
Right.
So we played it for Mark, and of course Mark. Have you ever met Mark?
Yeah, I talked to him on the phone. Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it's amazing. It's a total smash. It's the best. Oh my god, you got to do it. And that's how he's like. He's like super hyper and crazy.
So you don't even know what's really good because everything with him is super great.
I'm a fucking genius, and I'm beautiful in his eyes. Like I'm like can do no wrong, and he's such a wonderful guy. But still, I'm kind of pumped up because he obviously is a powerful man. So he's like, oh, we got to do it on the show.
Right.
So we got Christina to do the thing, and it becomes a voice-based thing. We do it on the show, and the night before, we had kind of not told our label that we were going to do it. They thought we were doing our single.
Oh, wow.
So we kind of lied a little bit, you know, and we thought to ourselves, well, it's going to be such a big song that fuck them. Like, it'll tank and we'll have to be their label's bitch for the rest of our lives, or it'll just do incredibly well and then we'll never have to listen to our label again. And so, like, we threw our dice on the table, our cards on the table. It was like such a gamble.
Good for you.
Like, such a gamble. And they flipped out on us, and of course, the president of our label called us the night before and like, what are you doing? I can't believe it.
They still didn't recognize the value of it.
But, no one was rooting for this song. So the band... Most of the band and our manager and myself and Mark Burnett really, and I got to give The Voice credit, were the only ones who backed the tune. And the second we did it on TV, it was like.
And how does that work? All the top 40 radio stations say to you right away, hey, let us have a copy of the song?
Yeah, they just from The Voice shot up to #1 on iTunes, which is a huge barometer of kind of what people give a shit about.
And Christina Aguilera, that's huge for her because her career was sort of dead.
We both kind of needed, I think that both Maroon 5 and Christina really did need this little kind of kick in the pants to kind of get shit going.
When something happens like that, does she say to you, look, let's collaborate more? I would think that you right away would just, why not?
Well, the thing is, we were in Asia. We were on tour, and so I couldn't be in the studio with her, so I just talked to her for like 10 minutes, and I was like, hey, this song's huge. do it. We'll do it on The Voice. And she's like, yeah, cool, awesome. And she did. And she's like, the girl's like, say what you want about the girl. Obviously, there's a lot of controversy swirling around her, but she's the best singer.
Voice, yeah.
She's the best singer. And I was just so blown away by what she did on the record. So anyway, that's
and by the way, and you like her personally, right? I mean,
we're cool, yeah.
Everything's cool. It's not like you're in love with her, but you're okay.
We had our bumps in the road and our little mini stupid, brother sister bullshit, but we're fine now.
I would love to really just hear those stories when you guys were not getting along. Those must be good.
It really wasn't as bad as everyone said. And you know what?
What was the worst thing about it?
Zero. I can't tell you anything.
Oh, yes, you will.
I'll come to the fucking wedding. I'll tell you everything.
All right. That I'll do.
I'll make you a deal.
So, now, listen, you're a very wealthy guy. You're going to have to sign a prenuptial agreement. Is there a more uncomfortable discussion than that?
Ugh, I don't want to talk about it.
You got to.
Gross.
We got to talk.
Did you do it? Or?
I'll Paul McCartney and just not do anything about it.
Right.
Are
Don't
you really
Paul
not?
McCartney.
Are you really? No, you won't.
Don't
I won't
Paul
even
McCartney.
fucking let you. I don't even. You know what? We've become somewhat friendly. I would not allow you to do that.
Ugh, I don't want to talk about it.
Dude, we want to all wish you the best.
It's love.
We want this love to last.
Don't we believe in love anymore?
Adam, has anyone sat down with you?
Let's rip up all contracts.
Has anyone sat down with you and said, Adam, I love you?
I don't want to talk about it. It's early.
I
don't know what you're talking about. What's a prenuptial agreement? What the fuck could you...
Look, you can't leave... It's part of life, unfortunately. We've all been through it.
Yeah.